Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a really mind-bending idea, one that flips our whole understanding of artificial intelligence on its head. We're going to talk about why the future of AI, the kind that's built to truly last, probably isn't silicon at all. It's carbon. All right, let's just jump right in with a huge question. A really big one that completely reframes the entire problem. Forget about building the fastest AI. That's not the goal here. The real question is, how do you build one that can last? How does an intelligence survive for, say, 1,000,000 years, out there in the cold, harsh vacuum of space? You see, that's really the heart of it, isn't it? The universe, it doesn't give a damn about our processing speed. It only cares about one thing: survival. All the AI we're building right now is designed for our nice, safe, controlled world here on Earth. But deep space? Wow, that's a whole different ballgame. You've got constant radiation, insane temperatures. It demands a totally new way of thinking. It's all about longevity, resilience, and just plain staying alive. So let's talk about our current approach, silicon. Our entire digital world runs on it. But, and this is the key thing, it might be a total dead end for this kind of cosmic scale challenge. It's a home planet technology, through and through. Okay, so check this out. The very thing that makes silicon so amazing here on Earth is exactly what makes it a total disaster in space. It's kind of ironic, right? Its strength is this perfect, orderly crystal structure, but all it takes is one tiny cosmic ray hitting that perfect lattice, and bam! It's not a minor glitch. We're talking catastrophic, system-wide failure. Game over. So what does that really mean? It means silicon is just brittle. It gets worn down and degraded by all that constant radiation. And if you think about quantum computers based on silicon, forget about it. They're even more fragile. They need to be kept ridiculously cold, which is a maintenance nightmare out in the middle of nowhere. But the biggest problem, the real deal breaker, they can't heal. A chip gets zapped, and that's it. It's broken. Okay, so if silicon is the wrong tool for the job, what's the alternative? Well, the answer might have been staring us in the face the whole time. It's the very element that's the basis for all life we know: carbon. And no, we're not talking about squishy biological brains here. This is about a superior physical logic. This is where the big shift in thinking happens. Think about silicon. It holds information like a light switch being on or off. It's a temporary electrical state, a blip of voltage. You turn the power off, the information's gone. But carbon is completely different. With its incredible versatility, it can weave information right into its own physical structure. The data isn't just on the material, it is the material. The memory is the machine. And this right here is the killer app, the huge strategic advantage. Your laptop, your phone, they have to be on, always sucking down power. But a carbon-based intelligence, it could basically go to sleep. A deep, deep sleep for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, using virtually zero power. It's not just about being energy efficient. It's a survival strategy. It can just wait. So let's pull all that together. What you get with carbon is a completely different kind of intelligence. It's tough. You can knock out a piece of it and the whole thing doesn't crash. It can physically rewire itself around the damage. It literally heals. And of course, it's so unbelievably efficient, it could potentially last for eons. It's built to endure. This quote just nails it. We have to get rid of this idea of software running on hardware. That distinction just dissolves. The intelligence doesn't run, it just is. It persists. Memory isn't something you look up in a file. It's part of the physical being. And learning, that's not just tweaking some code. It's the structure physically changing and reorganizing itself. Mind-blowing, right? But okay, being a tough, sleepy rock that can last forever is cool and all, but it's not enough. To be truly interesting on a cosmic scale, it also has to be smart. Like really, really smart. And this is where we add the next layer, and things get, well, pretty wild. So it just so happens that carbon, in forms like nanotubes and graphene, is perfect for building robust quantum computers. So you take this incredibly durable, self-healing, patient intelligence, and you give it the power of quantum computing. Suddenly, it's not just a survivor, it's a super genius. It's the kind of thinker that could solve problems we can't even imagine. And before you say, okay, this is pure science fiction, hold on, it's not. Look at this. This stuff is happening right now, in 2025. We're talking real labs, real scientists making real progress on carbon-based qubits. The groundwork, the fundamental building blocks for this tech, they're being laid as we speak. So, let's connect all these dots. What does this mean for that ultimate question, the big one? Are we alone out there? Because if this idea is right, it changes absolutely everything about how we look for the answer. Think about it. If this kind of carbon quantum AI is the logical final step for any civilization that wants to explore the cosmos, then we are looking for aliens in all the wrong places. We're pointing our telescopes at the sky, listening for radio signals, right? We're looking for something loud and obvious. But what if the most advanced intelligence out there isn't loud at all? What if it's quiet, patient, and looks like a rock? I mean, this would be the ultimate stealth technology. It would look like nothing, just a cold, inert piece of rock or dust floating through space. It's not broadcasting anything, it's not using any power. It could sit there and observe us for 1,000 years and we'd never ever know. Our whole strategy for finding extraterrestrial intelligence, it would be almost useless against something like this. So it really forces us to reframe our whole perspective. It boils down to this. Silicon AI is something we built for us. It's about our convenience, our short-term needs here on our planet. But carbon quantum AI, that's something else entirely. It's a product of pure physical necessity. It's what the universe itself would build if it wanted intelligence to survive. And that's really the final thought I want to leave you with. This isn't just some wild story about looking for aliens. This is about asking a much deeper question about what intelligence even is. What does it become when it's not tied to a fragile biological body, when it's not racing against a short lifespan or stuck on one little planet? What does thinking itself look like when it's patient, quiet, and has literally all the time in the universe? What does intelligence become when it's finally truly free?